Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's quickest road to redemption as opportunity arises. The disgraced royal Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's reputation lies in tatters, but there is, according to noted royal historian, a possible way back, but it does entail a certain amount of risk. Disgraced Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has a road to public redemption ahead of him, but it comes with some significant risks, according to one royal expert. Since the fateful Newsnight interview that he expected would clear his name, Andrew's fall from grace has been dramatic, and almost complete. Stripped of all of his honors and titles, he's now faced with the prospect of a lonely internal exile in Sandringham for the rest of his life. With the U.S. government ready to finally release most, if not all, of the evidence against convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, he might yet fall further. Andrew's name appears more frequently than that of any other Brit, with a reported 173 entries among the vast cache of documents. But according to royal historian Ed Owens, there is one possible move that Andrew could make that might potentially restore some of his tattered reputation. That move does, however, entail some significant risk. Owens told the newspaper, "I think that Andrew's quickest road to some kind of public redemption would be to engage with the American authorities and to shed some light on what he knew about Jeffrey Epstein and what he saw behind closed doors. I think there is an understanding on his part that he's never going to restore his status, but he has an opportunity to put the record straight." Owens conceded that testifying that these authorities would come at some personal risk to Andrew. Headed that if the former prince's cooperation with investigators were handled correctly, then Andrew might be seen to be showing at least some remorse for his association with the convicted sex trafficker. U.S. Democrat Representative Raja Krishnamurthy has told BBC Newsnight that he wants Andrew to give evidence before Congress, saying, "I would go so far as to subpoena him." He delivered a message to Andrew: "Come clean. Come before the U.S. Congress, voluntarily testify. Don't wait for a subpoena. Come and testify and tell us what you know." Andrew has, throughout the Epstein controversy, strenuously denied any wrongdoing on his part. Owens added that while there would be no question of Andrew admitting any personal involvement in Epstein's twisted system of abuse, Buckingham Palace officials might still seek to block any testimony from him. He explained, "A lot of work has been done by the palace to implement a policy which has the effect of once and for all keeping Andrew from public view. They know Thatha is a weeping sore that can continue to weep and would doubtless rather avoid that happening publicly." Another wrinkle that palace officials are yet to iron out is the matter of Andrew's status within the royal succession. Although no longer permitted to use the title of prince, he remains eighth in line to the throne and, while it would require an unprecedented chain of tragedies, he could potentially one day take the throne. Removal from the line of succession would be a decision for Parliament. The last time such a decision was taken was in 1936, when Edward VIII and any of his direct descendants were formally blocked from access to the crown by the Act of Abdication. As yet, there are not thought to be any plans within government to alter the existing order of succession. Owens speculated that any such moves could be controversial, not least in Commonwealth countries such as Australia and Canada, where the sovereign is also head of state. He explained that there would be little for palace mandarins to tinker with the line of succession because it could lead to awkward conversations or debates emerging about the future of the monarch in those nations. The Mirror contacted Buckingham Palace, as well as representatives of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, for comment on this story but has yet to receive a reply.